right big man.
I was going to think of a tagline there, but I couldn't. So I'll just.
Welcome to podcast number 6.
Welcome one, welcome all.
The melting pot.
Get the.
I need to put my teeth in.
Get the catchphrases out there already. Hello. I suppose I'll do the intros then. I do the 1, 2, 3, 4s.
I do the 1, 2, 3, 4s one day.
Welcome to. I called it the Tenant Super6s, but nobody will know what that.
Remember the Tenant Super6s? I used to go to it.
Yeah. Bet was that in the SCCC?
Fucking brilliant show it was. It actually meant something at one point, didn't it?
It's on the telly and everything.
It was great,
brilliant.
Right,
great. So I called this podcast, or we called this podcast, I should say, the Tenant Super6s. So you can Google that if you really want, if you're really that bored. So it's podcast 6. We've made it to number 6.
Exactly, man.
How does that work?
Who would have thunk it?
Literally,
you need to do, but in it.
Literally wins of views we've had.
It's the shite you need to do. You want to be a musician in it, so the piss it goes with it. Fucking TikTok, fucking Instagram.
Hippy tippy TikTok. I'm sorry about that.
Sing songs, man, and write songs, and you've got to do all this pish to try and pull people in. So listen to the fucking songs. That's what you used to do years ago. You never had all that.
Used to go out into a pub and play a song.
Aye, TikTok.
Folk would think you were good or bad.
Aye.
We've played to wins of people, so it's we know what we're doing.
Put the hard yards in, big man, haven't we?
Yeah.
Put the hard yards in.
So, as ever, we don't have any format, we don't have any plan. We're just going to riff, kind of how we do it in real life, really. So, I tend to start. Oh no, wait a minute. Like this is winter 2023. So January 23. Do you want to have a reflection on 22, or do we just skip over that as a we did alright.
We done all music wise, we done great, man, aye.
Oh, no personally.
No, personally, no.
Not
musically,
personally.
It was great, wasn't it?
You want to?
Obviously we made the album in 21, done a few gigs, got a good wee bit of profile, didn't we? Released a few cracking singles. I think we're recording and stuff like that.
22 was
got a lot better.
22 was the year of a single for us, really.
But aye, it was alright, man. I'm glad it's all done with, and we're on to a new year.
Yeah.
But what about you?
It was well, we put out a good few singles, got a bit of radio play, got a bit of people coming to gigs that we never we never asked for them to come. That's always the thing, is to get break out to your friends and family.
A lot of compliments.
Aye.
About the music.
The gigs were good, barring all the cunts talking.
But
that's my
spurred us on.
Bet noir.
That spurred us on back to something new, innit?
Aye. So we can either discuss that or not. But I think it was largely positive, and met a lot of nice people, as well as a lot of fucking idiots.
A lot of fannies. You always come across a fanny bit, didn't you?
But,
no matter where you go, there's always a fanny.
I would say that was a good year musically, at least.
Musically?
Yeah.
It was. 23's got to be better.
It can't be much worse. So.
Well, musically I'm talking about, it's got to be a lot better, I think.
Yeah. Ace.
Because of, obviously...
Positivity.
Exactly, man. The melting pot.
Aye, well, that's the year in Hippy, arst. The kind of format, we never really stick to the format, but anyway, the format is usually I ask you some questions.
Right.
So, I'll just start with the usuals. So, at this moment in time, what is making you happy?
What's making me happy? We got a new flat. That's kind of making me happy. I moved into a new flat the last couple of weeks, and I kind of like that. So I've turned into like Mrs. Doubtfire, just cutting a bit, fucking tidying up.
You're shouting at folk when
I hear them, I'm just never out of fucking
Will to have a bit of toast, crumbs and all that.
Custard, got that door shut. Fucking cost of living crisis. Sent her this morning, that fucking the toilet roll wasn't on the toilet roll holder.
Okay.
I was like, on.
You need to get one of my wee quartz heaters.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
I'll need to get one
16,
actually.
16 bucks of.
But that's kind of making me happy.
2 bars of sunshine with them, magic.
I'll need to get one. That's making me happy. But apart from that, nothing else.
What about, dare I ask, what's making you angry, upset, not at peace?
What's pissing me off, probably still Christmas and that. Christmas, New Year, are just an out and out lot of shite, man. Honestly, just everything that just goes. Don't get me wrong, see the day going and having a nice dinner, watching kids kind of open presents and all that sort of stuff.
Roasting in an
exactly,
open fire.
Mate,
Yeah.
exactly. All that sort of stuff. You can get down with that, can't you? It's just all the pish that goes with it, man. Honestly, it is a lot of shite. And then you've got that. I seen a wee guy on Twitter and he summed it up perfectly. And what he says was, let's see that wee horrible space that you've got between Christmas and New Year. He says it's very like that wee bit of skin you've got between your kind of bossack and your arsehole.
Right.
That wee bit, it's just of no use. Do you know what I mean? But it's just there. It just separates the two.
Yeah, okay.
That's what that's like.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It is the most...
Answers on a postcard if anybody knows what that bit of skin is.
Exactly.
You know,
That's a good point,
I couldn't
it's
tell
like
you
that.
what
It's
is,
just like that. It just sits there. It's of no use.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're stuck in a kind of a situation where you're fucking skint by running about fucking buying things for people. Do you know what my Christmas shopping consisted of? Do you want to know?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Buying money wallets.
Aye,
That was
okay,
it.
yeah.
That was it. And went to the cash machine.
Vouchers.
I am refusing to get caught up with it because it's a lot of push. And see the thing is, I know, see this new thing as well. See when you say to people that you don't like Christmas,
Oh, you're a pariah,
they
social
look at
pariah.
you and you're like that. I remember last year's my work, I said, what do you mean you don't get a Christmas tree? I says, I've never got a Christmas tree, or I never will have a Christmas tree.
I object to enforced happiness, which again, when you say that to people, they look at you like you've decided to join the Fred West.
Exactly.
Fucking
What's
fan
that line?
club,
Dylan's got a song called Abandoned Love and he's got a line in it. I was just too stubborn to ever be governed by enforced insanity. And that's what it is, it's enforced insanity.
I don't see why, I love a birthday, right? I love,
I like my clean time birthday, but my birthday I don't bother.
I like a birthday, and I get what you're saying, but that would be my Christmas. You know what I mean? That's my, or whoever's day it is. I think, well, that's the day that you were shot into creation. So that's worthy of. I'm not saying going nuts, but that's good. That's a good thing. That some fucking day that
but you've got this horrible culture of just dirty, spoiled little bastards, man. Just getting all sorts spent on them. See, me and Kirsty were running on Christmas Day, and we were running by, and you're just seeing all this stuff, people spending fortunes on people. And we were running along at Kelvin Grove Park, and there was a young guy sleeping in a bus shelter.
I know,
you know what I mean? And you're like, Merry Christmas,
it's
mate.
the stark reality of it all when you've got this kind of festival, allegedly religious festival that's going on, and peace and love to all mankind and all that, and then you've got Wayne's dying in poverty and all that. So it's we've taken a bit of a turn on this one, but I don't really get on this at all. I don't get where.
It's just that the quicker it's fucking earned.
I don't get where humanity is with it all.
And no, that's a good thing. We're getting out of the hump now, innit? That's it all done. So I'm off. I'm not back to work till Monday, so which is all right. So, but that's it. I'm done.
As it's January, the heater in this car is on about 1,000,000 degrees. Is that okay, man? Are you toiling? I'm just a big hairy bear. You know what I mean? So I don't feel the cold that much. Anyways, that's cool. What
about you?
What good points?
Bad points. What's pissing you off?
Bad points. Everything, man. There's no change. Nobody really wants to waste their life listening to me moaning. So you're far more funny.
Moving swiftly on.
You're far funnier and more interesting. I've not really enjoyed Christmas. It's been pretty crap. But there's been good points and good people in it, and all that. I don't want to be too fucking the Grinch, But it's had good moments, but it's not been.
Also had its other moments.
Yeah, I think the best moment, and I always say out of family time and all that. We're parking the family when we talk about this stuff. So it's not a case of whatever we say now is more important than having good times with family. But if you take that out the equation, then we rehearsed last night, and that fucking made me ecstatically happy.
Brilliant, man.
Because it was a great fucking rehearsal, and it sounded for just like raw.
It was great.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so I'm happy.
Because people have been saying to us, isn't they, for a long time, you just need to do band stuff. You need to do band
We
stuff.
are a band.
You need to do
I always say
exactly.
that.
So what we've done is we've incorporated. We've got a bass player and a drummer, and we're fucking rocking it, man. It was great, man.
Yeah, I'm the biggest critic, but that was the first time last night it worked for me.
It was great, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I went back. I was showing a couple of videos to Kirsty last night, and I went back. Excellent, man. I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. Aye, no, that would be my, like I say, out with any kind of family stuff, then that would be my happy place was last night, actually.
Definitely.
I can't think of anything else, like, however boring that is, but got to play my old Strat as well last night. That's the first time that's been out.
That's definitely going to be the guitar.
Yeah, so makes a guitar player happy, things like that. So, aye. Bad points, I'm just going to skirt around that because I could just say the last fucking 12 months.
Go for it.
No, that's basically it. So that can fuck off and die, basically.
There you go.
And a few certain individuals as well. Moving swiftly on. So, what else you got to tell me?
Nothing much. Do you know what happened during the night? There was something really strange happened last night during the night. No, well, you could say that. In bed, right? And the next thing...
There's a scone.
No, it's nothing like that. And the next thing, Kirsty, puts her arms around me and starts speaking to me about acceptance while she's sleeping.
Okay.
Turning around going like that, sweetheart, you just need to learn to practice acceptance. I'm like, what the fuck are you wittering on about?
She's sleep dreaming.
Sleeping and talking. And then I kind of say something else and she went back, and then the next thing she's done it again. Started going on about acceptance. You need to just be accepting and get acceptance into her. I was like, what are you going on about? Why are you fucking waking me up for that?
What were you accepting?
I don't know. Answers in a postcard. Anybody knows Kirsty Crosby, please.
An Ivor Novello, hopefully.
Exactly. Fuck's sake, man. I was like, the fucking oddball.
Well, if you can find out what you have to accept, then, you know...
I will answers in a postcard.
Fair play to her. Did she sleepwalk?
Well, apparently she has got previous for it.
You're 3/4 up, mine.
Well, I've got... we actually had this chat earlier, right? And she says, well, what you'll need to... She spoke about, well, if I start sleepwalking and stuff like that, and she started kind of pointing me in the direction of what I need to do to kind of... I went, no. What I will be doing is getting a camera out and filming you.
Right. Well,
do you know what I mean? That's what I'll be doing. And getting some comedy
rather than help, it's always better to point and laugh.
Exactly.
It really is. You know.
Exactly. So that's that.
So, well, that's good. That's well, hopefully you'll be accepted.
No, this is it. This is I'm accepting the day.
Aye.
I'm all about acceptance today. I'm like, I said, you fucking woke me up for that. And she just went back to sleep.
It could be the Masons, the Ku Klux Klan, and Modernist Pervert Society.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Rangers. You know, like #1 fan, loyal. You know. No comment, folks. No, I've got my Morton hat on. So I'm looking forward to that. I forgot. How can I? I'm doing a fucking podcast, and we're
our teams are
we're going to get annihilated, but that's okay.
You never know, man.
One at a time.
You fucking never know, man. Stranger things have happened in the old football.
I get a wee day out, rattle the fucking.
Brilliant, man. You get a wee
what
day
is
out.
that they used to?
That's what it's called. Apparently, it was called. It was a rattle, but at first, apparently, in the early days of football, it was like a ricket.
Yeah.
And that's what she was giving it rickety.
Exactly that
term,
is.
Apparently that's where that comes from. But that's what we used to make that.
Yeah.
And that's what it was, and then it became a little rattle.
What happened? It was like the 70s, like folk used to fucking throw. Well, I mean, they used to throw a lot, but bog rolls. What was the fascination with that?
I don't know. Actually, I think it's just the effect it causes when it gets through. It's got a steam.
It's like white dog shit. It went out with the 70s.
It's tifos now, isn't it? It's all about tifos when people come on.
That's just evolved, isn't it? Like, not quite at Capel. We don't really have. We don't have ultras, you know, and tifos. Well, we shall see. But that's a source of great enjoyment at the moment that we're actually going to be going to a
rivals,
big, a big club to play. You know, might get some money at it. So, aye, brilliant. I can't think of anything else really. I know but I do have a new section for you, right? You know, so you can choose to play or tell me to fuck off.
Go for it, mate.
So, like we thought we'll change the format slightly, and we've asked the kind of normal questions that we normally ask on these podcasts. And folk have been kind with questions. We'll keep some of them back for future ones if we ever come back. Well, we'll maybe need to do a 7 because lucky number 7.
We've got to do a 7, haven't we?
We're on 6 now, and so I come up with this Hippy's 12 questions.
Okay.
You know, this is going to get syndicated and sold all around the world. Exactly. You know, again, literally ones of people. So it's not that complex, but there's a few rules. Okay. So I'm going to ask you 12 questions, and it's something like X or Y. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and you can just give me one answer, give me the answer, and then elaborate, or just move on.
I've got to pick one though.
You've got to pick one.
Okay.
You've got 12 of these,
okay,
right? But there is 5 wild card questions. So if you don't like what I've asked you,
okay,
you can go wild card.
Right.
But you have to take the wild card. You can't, you have to take that question. You can't change that one. So
okay, so if I do a wild card, the question doesn't count.
No. Yeah, it's like, so I ask you X or Y, and you go, no, I don't want that question. I want a wild card, and I go, right, what's Snickers or Mars?
Oh, right. I get it. So there's just always a question.
You have to. But you
gives
have
another
to,
one basically.
but you have to answer the wild card. Right, okay.
I'll answer it.
Right, we'll get eyes down for a full house, as we say. Right. So the inaugural Hippy 12,
right.
Hippy 12 Qs. So first question I have: comedy or tragedy?
Comedy. All day. Yeah. Take comedy all day, or tragedy.
Okay. Who's your favourite comedian? I know
Billy Connolly. Billy Connolly and Eddie Murphy. But Billy Connolly would shade it just because he's a good boy, isn't he? Fucking nice one. Love that man.
You know.
You know.
You know.
Fucking
brilliant.
I done it at that gig last week. Remember that a couple of weeks ago? That guy saying, "Harry Hall, Harry Hall, I'd sing Faddy Day when you."
You've not waited on a Who for a while, have you?
What's a Who? That's for the old rugged cross. Hey, Faddy way.
I've set them off.
On a hill. It's the wee shaking head.
It's brilliant.
It's bang on, man, isn't it?
It's fucking
brilliant. What a dude, man. What a dude.
Fucking brilliant.
Right, sorry.
Oh no, this is the point. There's no format other than what I've explained. So so we've done comedy or tragedy, brilliant. Stick or twist?
Stick or twist. I suppose it depends on the context, innit?
It's your context. You answer that how you see fit.
Twist. I would go with twist, because I think if you stick, you're sticking in a comfort zone, aren't you? You're kind of sticking with what you've got. So I think twist. Yeah. I think it's always trying to evolve.
That's good.
And get better
good answer.
And progress as a person.
Onwards.
Onwards. Exactly.
Cool. Well, I like that. Now this is a nice one. This is from a rather cool young man. He's 7 years old.
Oh, here we go.
Alistair helped me with this one. So, so you can maybe indulge this one if you can.
Man.
You know, kittens or puppies?
Puppies all day long. I'm a dog man.
Not a cat man.
No. Do you know what it is, right? I'm a vegetarian, I'm dead sensitive towards animals, or rating the animal rights, you know. But a cat is a dirty, sleek-it bastard.
Hate them, yeah.
No, I don't hate them. No. I don't hate them at all, man. Do you know what I mean? But
self-centred bastards, aren't they?
Yeah. It's a dog will fucking be with you to the end. A cat will just leave you. So it's that old famous thing, man. When's the last time you seen any cunt in the street begging with a cat? Because it wouldn't have it. It'd be like, fuck you.
Off.
Only find somebody else. Where a wee dog will just stay with you.
That is true.
Puppies.
So puppies all day.
Puppies all day.
So that's brilliant, right? He'll like that one because he's a big. He doesn't have a dog, but he does love them. He absolutely loves them. So
dogs are
brilliant, great. Patient or impatient?
Oh, impatient.
I thought that.
I'm impatient. I'm ridiculously impatient. Because I'm a complex fella, Chuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm
A man without a plan.
I'm not. Do you know I'm that impatient, right? That see when I'm doing a push, I'll flush the toilet before I'm finished.
That's really impatient.
That is. Do you know
Especially
what I mean?
a morning one. I mean, I can be there for fucking
And the next
days,
thing you're still
you know.
pushing and it's flushed.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm very, very impatient. It's something that I need to work on.
Right.
Actually, very
Well,
impatient.
You know, it comes with age, but it might not as well. You
I'm
know.
getting worse.
Right. That's it. No, well, I'm liking this. Remember, I'm not telling you. I'm not guiding you, but you've also got wildcard questions too, so you can still.
Okay.
If you fuck it, we can.
Okay.
You know, if you're not enjoying.
I'm
That.
liking
We have
this.
another young man's question. You know,
is there again?
yeah, because
Right.
he got this for his recently, so he's right into it.
Okay.
So you'll maybe work out when I say it. Dressing gown or onesie?
Oh!
And I told him.
Oh, did you tell him I got a onesie?
Yeah.
My mama got me a Celtic onesie. Oh, I had
Right,
it on.
I don't think Martin have quite grasped the
Oh, you
merchandise.
never know. I think I would
opportunity.
actually probably pick a dressing gown, right? Because see
You
the
got a
thing
Celt-
is,
you got a Celtic one,
oh,
have you? Aye,
if it was a Celtic onesie,
aye, but you got a Celtic. Have you got a Celtic?
I've not got a
that-
Celtic dressing gown, but I would pick a dressing gown because I had the old onesie on Saturday night, right? And I'm one for seeing you lying watching the telly, like scratching your ass and all that. And
Battery gusset.
you can't get fucking, and then the next thing you go for a push and you're having to pop buttons and that's the comfort side. If they could build a wee doodah in it,
Comfort flap.
exactly, a wee flap, a wee gammon flap for there, that would be ideal. So I think I would definitely, just for that.
So that could be your contribution to.
Do you know what I got? See now that you brought this up, right? So see at Christmas, my ma got Kirsty a few things, and in it was this big, what are they called again? An hoodie.
What's that?
Oh, here. It's just this big thermal fucking, it's just a big massive hoodie that goes down to there.
Right.
So Kirsty had it, and I was like, oh, let's try it. She was like, oh, this is brilliant. And after that, I was like, oh, here, man.
You know, like.
You don't even need to put heating on.
You know, look like you're going into the post office or something.
Ah, well,
you know.
it's very big and it's very, but see for lying about the house. So I was like, to my ma, where'd you? And my ma's like, so she got us one.
Right.
We were cutting about the house the other day with the two of the ones. Honestly, man, it was brilliant.
Looking like you're going to rob
Yeah,
each other.
brilliant. I think it's called a nudie,
Right,
or a
okay.
nudie or whatever it is. I don't
I'm
know.
so
but
out of touch. I just go about in shorts.
see if we're just cutting about in the house. Brilliant, man.
I don't feel the cold.
I'll keep you right,
Brilliant, superb. Oh, that's cool, brilliant. That's that one, I think.
Yeah.
Nicely answered.
Yeah.
We're mashing our way through this. This is good. Right, we're getting a wee bit tastier now. I'm
Okay.
just going to warn you. So, like, you might want to pull a few wild cards. Like, if it gets a bit. But you're not like that. You're a guy that will answer a fucking question.
I've got an opinion on
I love
it.
that about you, because like you ask you a question, you can ask you anything, and you don't, fudge around it. I think that's great.
No.
So, anyways, right,
What was it?
what we got? Happy or sad?
Happy. I would pick happy.
You need a
all day.
love to make you happy, don't you?
Yeah, you do. I'd pick happy all day long. Sad, you get, don't you? I'd pick happy because I can tend to be pretty negative in my thinking, but I try to work on it a lot and try to get better with it and challenge it a lot of the time. So I would always pick happy.
I'm putting,
Although sadness brings better songs.
yeah.
That is one
yeah.
good thing. Sadness will bring you a better song.
And it's maybe the yin and yang, because how do you know true happiness if you don't know sadness? Without
And this
getting
is-
a bit.
No. And then what you've got is if you're sad and you've got the ability to kind of, you've got that you can kind of write and get stuff out, like we were talking earlier, then that kind of takes you back to happiness.
What's this? I know. It's the circle.
It's like a vicious, not a vicious circle, but
No.
a cycle of behaviour in it.
That is true.
But I would pick happiness all day long. Aye, all day long.
And
I'd pick happiness.
again, I'm asking a wee extra question. This isn't part of the 12 one, but like, is there, particular thing that would instantly bring you happiness? I get there might be things you might not want to say, but like, is there like a fucking bar, a whisper bar, or a fucking,
No, do you know what
somebody
I
scoring
like?
a hat trick?
Do you know what makes me happy? Makes me happy is like being clean. Like living a kind of a healthy lifestyle, kind of a spiritual lifestyle, kind of trying to do the right thing. being a principled dude. Music makes me happy. Making music with you makes me happy.
Oh, thanks very much.
Football makes me happy. My football team makes me happy sometimes.
Oh, you're doing alright. You can't fucking want it that. You'd be a Morton fan, man.
Well, they make me happy. Kirsty makes me happy sometimes. And sometimes she doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Depends.
I'll cut this bit out.
No, well, no. She knows. No, I'm only kidding.
Yeah,
spending time with Kirsty, with Aaron makes me happy, you know what I mean?
What a day, he was even mentioning me on the internet the other day there. You know.
I thought he was saying yesterday, and it was like the week previous, do you know what I mean?
What I did.
Brilliant,
what I fucking did, yes.
So there's a lot of things that make me happy. I can't just... Because actually, Kirsty asked me a question the other night, at the New Year and stuff like that, what would your goals be for 2023? And I said two things, and they were to be happy and healthy.
Yeah.
If you're happy and healthy, everything else will just take care of itself.
Folk think that, you know, folk could think that's an easy thing, that, you know, to say, but what else?
That's all you need.
You know.
That's all you need. If you're happy and you're healthy, I'm not a materialistic guy. I'm like you. I'm no. Doesn't money and all that doesn't really impress me. I just want to be happy and try to be comfortable in my own skin. You know what I mean?
It's a cliche as well, but like, you know, the society in general could learn for that. I think,
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
All this chase for what are you actually chasing for? You know.
Exactly.
Cool. Good answer. Yep. I'm enjoying this. What was that? I asked you happy or sad, didn't I? So, money or fame? And I've done that deliberately.
I think fame.
Fame?
I think fame, aye. No fame as if I want to be running about on fucking Celebrity Big Brother.
Because
Fanny.
I added that because two of them together could be seen as a negative.
Because
you know what I mean?
I would take fame, audience, like we would say, because I would say fame / respect. As a see to be known as a good songwriter and a good singer, and have respect for that, and have
it's
a kind of
it's people seeing you. You're talking about
and being well, because fame's really been well known. So see, being well known for that. That
for a positive thing, you know, a positive thing of being a songwriter and a musician,
because I've had
not the fucking
situations,
you know, not the gold room push and the, you know, Learjets and all that X Factor shite. It's about, you know, like the just as having respect as a songwriter, because we've had, I mean, in the space of time that we've been making music, you know, we've had some amazing compliments about fucking some of our songs. Guys telling us that one of our favourite songs. Remember Tommy telling us about Feel Good? About his meeting and stuff like that. You've got wee Terry and that, the stuff with his wife kind of dying and stuff like that, playing their songs. And I've had people coming up and kind of saying that our songs, alright, we maybe know about Rolling Stones level, do you know what I mean? But we're still kind of what you're putting out there makes a wee bit of a difference to people. You know, I'm not dissing the Stones, I love them, but it's been done. Why would you want to do? Exactly. Why would you want to go for that again? You know, look, we just do what we do. Fuck it. You know.
And if I had the choice of being kind of a well-respected singer-songwriter and being like a fucking multi-millionaire, I think I would take that because. Do you know what I mean? It'd be nice to have money. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to be comfortable and all that sort of stuff. But if you end up fucking unhappy, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. I don't think that's a cliche that millionaires can be sat in a room feeling like they're the only one in the world, that they're that unhappy. I do believe that's true.
Oh, fuck aye.
I'd like to prove
it.
There's
actually been people in there that's kind of says that they've won the lottery. It's the worst thing that happened to them.
Doesn't mean anything.
Do you know what I mean? Because you could still be. You could still be lonely, you could still be unhappy.
Well, I like how you've taken the fame and kind of given it its definition. I like that because you know, you're not saying fame as in, you know,
who the fuck would want that? Been cutting about on. I remember fucking a couple of people says that to me. Why don't you own the Release? I'm like that. Listen, I would rather fucking stay in and give my dad a wink than go in that. And that is the God's honest truth. Do you know what I mean? Who the fuck would want to do that?
If it's a stepping stone for somebody, fair enough.
I get all that. It's no my thing.
It's not.
Do you know what I mean? It's no my thing. It's no. If you want to become fucking famous, I would like to do it the natural way.
To me, music's not a competition.
Nah.
So, a guy that can't play a guitar but makes an interesting noise can just be as interesting as somebody that can do lots of technical stuff and all that. You know, music's it's not an Olympic sport. You know?
See, on Friday, we went to see, me and Kirsty went to see that Scottish Pink Floyd, and they were good, very, very good musicians.
Aye.
But I was kind of like to myself, would I want to do that?
No.
Cut about playing other people's songs. I love doing a cover,
covers,
as you know,
yeah.
right? We like doing covers and stuff like that, but anytime we play 80% as your songs, man, you know what I mean? 90% sometimes. I don't think I could. Do you know what I mean?
I've had offers before to do tribute acts, you know, and I was, I'm not saying I'm that unique looking, but I've got a certain look, and you're like, come on, mate, I'm never going to look like that person, and I'm never really want to look like that person or play their guitar parts.
You see some of these little Oasis tribute bands and all that, man, guys in their fucking 40s.
I mean, I actually know a couple of guys that do that, and they're good boys, and they go for it, and it's not my place to fucking criticise, because they're getting out and they're doing it, and you know, but
they're eating into it, it's a thing, but I don't think I could do it, and just for to have that.
I get that. I'd like, I know you're not being disrespectful, we're not dissing them, but
I think there's just there's a, I don't know, I think if I would want to, if we were doing it, it's your song,
your stuff,
no anybody else's.
Brilliant. I like that.
I don't think I should have said the good my da link thing, should I?
You can cut it.
You can keep it in. Don't let my mask in.
So where are we at? So, right, these start to link to one another. I'm just going to, I'll give you that as a wee. So we've got fame or notoriety. Again, you've got a wild card if you want to pull a wild card.
I don't want to pull a wild card. I probably, but you can be having notoriety for, it could be a good thing.
This is your chance to interpret this.
So question, I think well, see, the thing is, right, you could have, as again, you could be this fucking famous person who's cuts about and goes and fucking smashes charity bottles, or goes and does photo shoots with Michelle McManus and all that pish. Or you could be kind of notorious for being an independent musician who wouldn't do anything like that, who wouldn't kind of, let's say, lower themselves, but they would go like, nah, we're about music, man, we're not about going and making adverts for Slaters. Do you know what I mean? Or Stirling, Tillicoutre, near Stirling. Because that's the thing, do you know what? And that is one thing that's always bothered me, and that's one thing that I watched a documentary with that wee guy, Paul Heaton, for the beautiful South and House Martins and all that. Do you know he's never, ever, ever allowed any songs to be used for adverts?
Does he not?
No, and he'll never do it. And I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, that's
because I don't think it just loses. Because that's how when you hear Oasis songs, or when you hear a Beatles song advertising a fucking.
But it's if you don't own your publishing, you won't get any say. But if you own your publishing, you're all right. You know, you'll be able to control that. So he must obviously he must have it that he owns the publishing. So that's a good thing. You know, he's got the creative decision on that. You know, but it's you don't get a chance if you've sold or you've got a deal. You don't get a chance for that.
Well, no, Gallagher owns his publishing.
He's a greedy bastard. You know, he'd fucking sell his granny for a tenner.
I was disappointed with him with that thing about the football team. Did you see that?
Is it on a yacht or something?
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Easy money though.
Private, he doesn't need it.
I know that.
Do you know what I mean? Why the fuck are you going and doing that with all sorts of stuck up fucking American cunts?
The kind of does your edge get blunted when you move away from, you know, I don't know the guy, I don't know what his lifestyle and all that. It's obviously a very well off lifestyle, but the moment you move away from where you've come from or where you've been most of your life, and then you start mixing and getting money and you start mixing with other people and the influences that they have, does that then blunt your edge that you can't then say, you know, no to that? You're basically like, oh yeah, I'm going to go and do that.
I couldn't do it. But then again, we're not the ones that we're not getting offered £2 million to go and do a half an hour gig. You know what I mean? But you get a lot of these ones that do it for the
after Christmas,
the shakes and all that, didn't you?
I'm quite
Abu Dhabi or whatever it is.
I'd consider like a lot for 20 quid just now, because after Christmas, like,
have songs well tried.
No, that kind of runs down your point. But no, I agree. You've either got to shit or get off the pot. You've either got to say you're a kind of credible songwriter with morals,
it kind
or
of
you
affects
don't.
your credibility. That's the word.
So,
Credible.
Brilliant. Where were we at with that? So we've got notoriety or credibility, which this might be one
all day long. Well, it goes back to the thing that we always said, innit? The Paul Scholes effect, being the player's player. Do you know what I mean? The guy that kind of just kind of sits back, gets respect off of all the players and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And I'd like to be that way amongst kind of musicians, because we get that. I mean, we get people, especially, we get a lot of compliments after we play live and stuff like that about our energy and the way that we, you know what I mean, the kind of a way that we just go.
I don't see see anybody that I call it maximum attack. It's an old, like, I'm into cars and that, so it's an old car racing term, and it's like we don't stop. It's the same thing, you know. It's like we give every corner, we flat out, if in doubt, flat out, you know, and I don't see why you would do anything different.
Nah. And I think that brings a level of kind of a credibility, because we've done it, haven't we? We've turned up at all sorts of gigs where there's all sorts of bands on. We just go on, and we've been told we've come off and told with more energy than any of the bands on.
Yeah, you've got to, it's about bringing people in. You know, like you talk about football players, but you can see a football player that's trying.
Of course you can.
You know, and you can see one that's hiding.
Yep.
You know, we've played the game a wee bit, so you know, like, you can have good games and bad games, but you want to still see somebody who's having a bad game but still goes and half somebody, or still tries, you know. And I would rather see that than somebody.
Well, that's your credibility, and credibility comes from integrity a lot of the times as well, doesn't it? If you're
nobody's perfect,
a dude
but
that's
you
got
know,
integrity, then you become quite credible in people's eyes, don't you?
Yeah, until we start like doing bank commercials.
Exactly. Greggs.
For a Greggs, I'll do it
and
for
that still stands, by the way, to the people at Greggs.
What is that, a vegan day?
If you want that your products to go to about 3-4 people in our kind of audience, hit us up. Hit us up. I love a pink jammy.
Right.
And what else do I love? I love all the vegan shit. Love
do
a
they like Olds buns? Like, I know it's not Olds, but Olds was the ones in green, the one with the kind of the icing on the top with the cherry. That's the one I like, you know.
Oh, like a Belgian bun.
Aye, kind of. Aye, with
with currants in it. Don't, man, because I'm in a diet, man.
You could put two together, and I'll leave that to your imagination, you know. Aye.
Baby.
Yeah. Swiftly on. Where were we at? We did credibility or fame, didn't we?
Yep.
Aye. Money or wealth? Now, thinking, no, I'm not telling you what to do, but like that's a deliberate question.
Well, money or wealth in it, and it depends. I don't think it's not just money that can make you wealthy. Do you know what I mean? There's kind of a health, good health is wealth. So it's because you could have a lot of money in the world, man, and you could be living the most unhealthiest a kind of a lifestyle, you know what I mean, and just no be. But I think I would rather be wealthy in the fact that I think, see what I've noticed here over the years, like, try to do a wee bit of work on myself, getting clean and stuff like that, and the goal always is just to be comfortable in your own skin. See, when you become comfortable in your own skin, I think that's the biggest kind of a bit of wealth you can get.
That's lifetime peace, really. You know, that's the.
You look at Buddhists and stuff like that. Just they don't need anything material. They don't need anything because they're wealthy in the inside.
Yeah.
Do you know
it's not, but I don't need that pair of shoes to make me a complete human. I don't need that new car. I don't need that stuff. Yeah.
They've got it right, people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can fix everything externally. Because it's not exactly difficult to do.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
But internally you can still feel very unmanageable, and that's that's where all the problems come. Because you want to medicate yourself. Do you know what I mean? With drink, drugs, kind of a sex, gambling, all the stuff that will gratify you. You know what I mean? So it's I would take wealth.
Yeah.
But no in a money way.
No. That's like the question. I don't mean like, oh, look, that was such a brilliant question, but it was that was on purpose to try and just provoke what you would. I kind of knew.
No, used a wild card yet.
Well, I'm actually thinking we might just fucking horse them in at the end, just for shits and giggles. But anyway, because I've spent fucking time in the wild card, so I was trying to get can't get the fucking staff. Anyway, right, this is your last question of the 12. You know, Wealth or health?
Health.
Yeah, but
All
that's
day
kind
long.
of easy
I've
one.
got heavy duty health anxiety, man. Since I've got clean, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I had it today, I don't know what it was. I think when I was running yesterday, I was doing a bit of trail running yesterday and I had my hood up and I don't know what's happened. I started to get a wee bit of a boil there. All right away, man. I was like in the motor, this is how it starts. This is how it starts. It's fucking cancer. It's fucking, I go right to that place all the time. But of health, I would take
Health.
all day long, man.
Well,
Aye.
you're a very healthy individual. So, excellent. Well, that's you done your 12. You've made it to the end, and I would say that's a good 67% effort on that. Do you like? We're not bad for time. So do you want the wild cards just right? Devil or Deep Blue Sea? Maybe a song in that.
There is a song in that, a very good song actually. I don't know, it depends, doesn't it, on the context, doesn't it? Because you've got...
I'm being a bit...
There is a bit of... I'm the kind of a individual that's got a bit of devilment in him. You know what I mean? Because I'm always winding people up and I'm always kind of there's always an angle to kind of annoys people up.
Yeah, but there's not badness.
No, it's not bad.
It's not
but
made
it's
of
just
badness.
very... I can kind of have that. And in the Deep Blue Sea in it, you've got... To me, you've got the Deep Blue Sea means... It's either, it depends on your perception, doesn't it? It could mean struggling, or it could just mean
it could be a void.
It could be a void, or it could be a kind of a new beginning, or so probably devil.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, cool.
Don't tell Terry.
Don't tell her. No, that's you. That's you.
The devil.
You'll be sticking pins in your doll. You know?
Exactly.
Devil or God?
No.
We can cut this out.
No, don't cut it. No. I don't, but as you well know, big man, I am a screaming atheist.
Yeah.
I don't believe in religion. I don't understand it. I don't. I don't even want to get into it. Do you know what I mean? But the word God, I still struggle with. I find it. I don't know. I just find it quite a difficult word. Do you know what I mean? I think it's just it causes so many problems all over the world. There's that many of them. Nobody can decide on just the one. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because everybody's is different. Everybody's got a different ideology. And I just don't. I don't.
One size doesn't fit all.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't get it, man. And the thing is, when I kind of obviously cleaning, I went to kind of 12-step fellowships and stuff, and obviously God's a word that gets used in that. So, and the way that I kind of was guided with that was to look at good orderly direction and live my life in that way. So I kind of do that. So if I was to pick,
I was going to say before you make your choice, you don't have to, because this is a wild card, and I'm going to make a decision. You don't have to. Have to pick
I would pick good orderly direction. Any day of the week.
Or if you're Harry Nielsen, is it good old desk?
Good old desk. I wouldn't pick God as an omnipotent human, or whatever it is, whatever this creature or whatever, I don't know, but I would pick good orderly direction all day.
We're going for that then, brilliant. I'm going to change this one because I said it in the start of the podcast because it was a kind of guiding you in how to answer. So, would you rather have a whisper or a boost bar?
Boost.
Aye.
I would have a...
It was originally...
See if it was a whisper caramel. Because I do love
Still get them?
I
think
not a
limited run?
I love a chocolate bar, right? But see, because of the boost has got like a bit of caramel and what do you call it? Shortbread, like biscuit. It's got biscuit in it. So I would go with that all day.
Right, okay.
Because I don't like... I like a chocolate bar, but I like a chocolate bar that's got stuff in it.
Right.
Nuts, raisins, caramel.
A picnic.
Oh, a Starbar. But Starbar. I love a Starbar.
Your original question was Snickers or Mars bar?
Snickers.
Snickers,
all day.
One of them this morning.
All day. Snicker in the fridge. With a glass of milk. All day long, man.
Suits you, Right, two more to go, fuck it. Pulp or Swede? Because they're bands I've never heard you mention, so I just thought
I would pick. I think I would pick Pulp. I think I would go for.
I'd be Swede.
I think Swede are probably better musicians. Do you know what I mean?
I like them both. I like them both.
But I think I like Jarvis Cocker. And I liked his style of writing. I would say
still a good guy now.
probably like, is it Amyl Nitrate?
Aye.
What a song that is.
Yeah.
That is a top song.
His books are brilliant.
Oh really?
Like, he's a brilliant writer, like actual like literature.
Yeah.
You should. I've got one of them. I'll
Right.
give you that if you want it. But he's a brilliant author. Really good. Aye.
And he's in recovery and all.
Aye,
Brett
they were all.
Anderson.
A lot of them were all mad fucking.
Oh, they're mad smack
Aye,
kids, weren't they?
mad for it.
I think there's only really a couple of their songs that stick out, but whereas Blur, Pulp. I don't know. I always preferred Jagger.
That's okay, man. That's these are for you to answer how you see fit. Right, last one, and I was going to go the Fab Four, but fuck it, we always talk about them, so I'm still going something that's kind of close to your heart. So Mick or Keith?
Shit, man.
There's no wrong answer.
And see, the thing is, right, I've just been obsessed with the Stones again recently. So I have, and I think it would be Keith.
Yeah.
I think it would be Keith, because he's just a fucking dude, man.
Aye.
Just a dude. Just some of his work on these songs. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jagger is an amazing, one of the best frontmen of all time. That's.
I don't rate him as a singer. But it's the whole package.
Nobody can sing like him.
Completely.
The way he delivers,
and he's perfect for that band. So no, it's not a criticism on Mick.
He would be nothing without Keith Richards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she just like we were talking about it the other day in the studio. Just everything that you see, all like taking "Give Me Shelter" and just all his guitar stuff, just his sound, his tone. Just some of the solos and all that he's done. Well, you don't get called the human riff for fuck all, do you?
Yeah, he's the man.
And just the fact that he's still standing is just amazing to me, man.
Yeah, I'm still fucking doing it, man.
Still doing it. Just out there, is it about 4 or 5 doctors that have told him, isn't they? And he's outlived a lot of them.
Fucking outdone them all.
Brilliant, man. So I would pick.
Is he made 80 yet? Have any of them
he's 82.
Is he?
He's 81, 82 or something. Aye. He's older than Richard Jagger, is he not? Or are they the same age?
Same age.
But he's just
brilliant.
Even I was watching. What was I watching? I was watching that thing about Robert Johnson.
Right.
And he was on that, and just.
Is that no with I know he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean, but is it?
That's who Johnny Depp based.
Is that
on.
aye? That's what. Aye.
That's
Yeah.
who he
And
based
was it
on.
no? You mind the Fast Show, Riley Birkin? You know the I think that was based.
Was it?
Aye, something. I think he said something that was like that was the old guy sitting in the chair.
Brilliant, man.
Just like he's
See
not.
some of the photos. Some of the what is it? What's the video? Is it the one? What's the one with the? Oh, rock roll, but I like it when all the foam comes out and
Aye.
his teeth all smashed and all that. He's just like that, his hair just like that. He was cutting his own hair and all that, wasn't he? So he's just like that.
Aye.
And then a thing came up on Instagram today, and it was the time where I think the Stones are doing I Can't Get No Satisfaction, and the guy runs on the stage
Like belts
and
him
he
there.
takes
He belts him with the
strap
guitar.
off him and
aye.
just wallops him and then just fires it back on.
Still in tune and everything.
But he did have a good point after that, because it was no long after Lennon had been murdered, and he was saying, well, what is this guy doing? Is he up for an autograph? Is he up to stab me? What am I supposed to do? And he did say, those damn Fenders, man, never missed that beat.
No,
never
I mean,
missed that
I mean, I'll bore the audience if all 2 of them, but that particular Fender probably weighed about, half a boat anchor. It would be that heavy. You would not want to get hit by that, because by then they were making them really heavy.
Oh, really?
So that was really bad. Chances are, if you get scudded with that, you're getting a
he cracked him right up there, no?
You're getting a broken jaw or something.
Anybody sees it, check out, man.
Jaggerstone,
not a balloon.
If you did
he
it,
just clocks him, then he's like, oh, here
if you did it with a lesser guitar, there would be nothing left of it. But of that one.
So he just hangs it back on it,
still
and
in
they just
fucking tune.
continue what they're doing.
You date with a Ricky or a Gretsch, you'd be nothing left. It'd be powdered. You'd be nothing left of it. So you picked the right guitar.
Keith all day long.
Well,
another hero.
That's not a bad way to. I actually gave you 17 questions, so again we give you extra on this podcast.
Never skipped one of them.
No, brilliant. That was really good. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that one. So, I don't have. I mean, I'm not saying we can it, but like, I don't know if you've got any.
Busting for a bush.
Are you like to can it?
Needing a bush,
well, just.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. It's late in the evening. I know a song about that. Aye, well, thanks for watching, and
thank you.
we don't tend to like. We know this goes out on YouTube's, but we don't really kind of do much promoting of any other shit. So if this is going on YouTube, then if you're watching, if you've made it this far, thanks very much. But we're also on all everything else. So we're on Instagram. It's hippy.music at Instagram. On Facebook, it's
Hippy.
Aye.
SHIPPY.
And Twitter.
Hippy.music.
Aye.
No, Hippy Music with a Z.
Right. And we've just recently gone onto TikTok, and I know that the name's shite, and I didn't know what else.
That's not even the name, it's just being on it, innit? But it's
so
just what you've got.
We're just putting up
using
occasional videos, seeing if it gets any traction. So it's Hippy Tippy TikTok. I'm sorry about that one, but
we can change it on the 6th of January.
I had to come up with something.
Checked.
Aye. And it's all Instagram. Get us on Instagram. That's probably your best bet if you want. If you don't, absolutely fine. We don't care. Well, we do, but we get the odd prick that fucking writes to us on Instagram and tells us how shit we are. But I don't really get that. You know, I don't like. Fair enough, you don't like it, mate. But you don't be. I mean, fuck off and troll somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, some folks should not have an internet.
Exactly.
You know. Anyways, that's another. I just seem to rant. I don't have any fucking positivity.
Rant away.
Right. Well, we can at that then. So it's been emotional. It's been real. It's been decidedly average as ever.
It's been windswept and interesting.
And basically till we meet again. Bye.